Is Sean Diddy Combs about to face the biggest downfall of his life? In a shocking twist to one of the most high-profile celebrity trials in recent memory, the jury deliberating his fate is already in chaos. Today, we break down the bombshell courtroom drama, the staggering list of charges, and why one juror might derail the entire case. What's happening behind those courthouse doors could change everything. New York City is at the center of a legal storm as Sean Diddy Combs, once one of the most powerful figures in music, stands accused of turning his fame and fortune into a dark criminal empire. Prosecutors allege that Diddy used his influence to coerce, threaten, and traffic women, operating an underground ring that thrived on fear and control. But his defense argues he simply lived an extravagant lifestyle, claiming there's no proof of a criminal conspiracy. The stakes? Decades in federal prison and a legacy destroyed. But even before a verdict is reached, the jury has hit a major roadblock. At the heart of the case is Count 1, racketeering conspiracy. It sounds complicated, but here's the chilling reality. The jury only needs to believe that Diddy committed any two acts from a list of serious crimes for him to be found guilty. These acts include kidnapping, arson, bribery, witness tampering, forced labor, sex trafficking, transporting individuals for prostitution, and drug distribution. Each one carries massive legal weight, and if they can prove just two instances, that alone could bring the music mogul down. But that's just the beginning. Beyond racketeering, Diddy faces an additional 54 charges. These counts paint a devastating picture of alleged exploitation and abuse involving two women. Jane, a pseudonym shielding one alleged victim's identity, and Cassie Ventura, a name that's already rocked headlines around the world. Prosecutors say Diddy transported these women across state lines for prostitution and committed acts of sex trafficking. Each count adds years of potential prison time, and the jury must sift through a mountain of evidence, accusations, and emotional testimony. But inside the jury room, something was already going horribly wrong. On what should have been a straightforward day of deliberation, everything changed with a single note passed to the judge. The foreperson revealed that juror number 25 couldn't follow the judge's instructions, sparking fears of a deadlocked or compromised jury. In any trial, one uncooperative juror can trigger a mistrial, but in a case with charges this severe, it's catastrophic. Tension crackled inside the courthouse as attorneys and reporters scrambled to find out what was happening. So who is Juror 25, and why is he causing chaos? Juror number 25 isn't just any juror. He's a scientist who admitted during jury selection that he'd seen the viral video showing Diddy allegedly assaulting Cassie Ventura at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. Worse yet, he confessed to forming an opinion about the video before the trial even began. Though he promised he could set those feelings aside, the jury note now suggests he can't. If true, it means a key member of the jury may already be biased, and that bias could destroy the fairness of the entire process. But what did the judge do when faced with this potential disaster? The atmosphere inside the federal courthouse was electric as the judge read the note aloud. Reporters strained to catch every word, attorneys whispered anxiously, and the crowd waited. After a brief pause, the judge delivered his ultimatum. All jurors must follow the instructions and continue deliberating. No excuses. But with Juror 25's impartiality now in question, everyone knows this trial could be teetering on the edge of collapse. If he refuses to cooperate, the judge may have to replace him or even declare a mistrial, an outcome that would send shockwaves far beyond the courtroom. So who are the people actually deciding Diddy's fate? The power to decide whether Sean Diddy Combs walks free or spends years behind bars rests with 12 individuals. On this jury sit 8 men and 4 women, representing a cross-section of backgrounds. Among them, there are 4 women of color, 2 men of color, and 6 white men. Each brings unique life experiences, beliefs, and biases into the deliberation room. Factors that could shape how they interpret the complex evidence. But with Juror 25's status hanging by a thread, Even one person refusing to deliberate fairly could shatter the possibility of a unanimous verdict. And what happens next could change everything. As of now, the jury continues deliberations under the judge's stern order. But if Juror 25 remains unwilling or unable to follow instructions, the court may have to recall alternate jurors who were dismissed earlier in the day to keep the trial alive. Failing that, a mistrial becomes a real possibility, forcing both sides back to square one. Meanwhile, the world waits with bated breath. Will Sean Diddy Combs face a guilty verdict that ends his career and freedom, or will he walk away untouched, his empire intact? This trial has already exposed shocking allegations and courtroom chaos few expected. Now, with the jury in turmoil and the entire case hanging by a thread, the fate of Sean Diddy Combs is more uncertain than ever. Could one stubborn juror destroy years of investigation, or will justice catch up with one of the music industry's biggest icons? Let us know what you think in the comments. Is the jury still capable of delivering a fair verdict, or has this trial spiraled too far out of control?